What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the final set of games in the Buffalo State College Bengals Dynasty series here on NCAA Football 14. We've got a game in the conference to play first against Bowling Green State. They're usually a pretty boring opponent, so I want to see a beatdown, and Sheldon Stewart starts it off right with an armed robbery like DeAndre Baker. His 6th interception on the year takes it away from Dodge. Rice from the I formation gives it up the middle on 4th down to Nicholas Lee. They try to play their cards early, and Bowling Green is not having it, showing that they don't want to be the underdog in this one. And Sheldon Stewart, by the way, his season is over. Make it 2nd down and 8 for Dodge in the offense. I know I'm saying that name wrong. I just didn't want to look up the pronunciation for it. And he goes down at the hands of Terrence Jackson, making his 11th sack on the year. And Buffalo State's offense gets a chance from redemption up the middle with Leon. He makes a move and gains about 12 yards on the carry. Leon the Phenom coming off of his best episode. He looked a little shaken up, but JK, he's right back in the game as Lance Rice goes to the outside for Pat Hughes. And he gains 13 and a 1st down. They are rolling. Rice rolls to his right side near the 50-yard line, stops and as he throws on 3rd down. A 1-for-7 start. Not what you want to see. They have to punt it right back, but Bowling Green State can't go anywhere, so Rice capitalizes with the curl route to Billy Myers, make it a gain of 12 on the connection. They go wide trips to the right side. Rice snaps against the blitz and goes down. That's 2nd and 20, and that kills this Buffalo State drive. It's still 0-0 going into the 2nd quarter as Dodge looks for the read option and goes backwards. A loss of 2 at the hands of Tony Hawkins, who, by the way, is a finalist for several awards. We'll get back to that, but Tommy Keith on a tear, looking to capitalize after Bowling Green State takes a 3-0 lead. Lance Rice, it's urgent, 3rd and 7, hooks up to Myers yet again on the quick curl route, a gain of 14. The sophomore connection does it again, and another sophomore, Leon Jacobs, straight up the middle, and Buffalo State is out to a 4-point lead. 3:01 and ticking in the first half of play. They go trips to the right side. Claire in the backfield. Dodge keeps it himself. Read option has room around the edge. Breaks a few tackles and gets away from Buffalo State's entire defense. On his way to one of the most impressive runs I've ever seen from a white quarterback. Make it 1st down and 10 following the big play. Still don't know how they gave that up. 3rd down and 3 few plays later, under 2 minutes. Jay Woods on 3rd down delivers the boom. He's going to find out if he wins an award next week. Under a minute to go, Lance Rice, one more chance to score, up only by 1. A dart down the sideline to Billy Myers. They abuse cover 2 on the outside every single time they face it, and Rice makes them pay. 30 seconds, 2nd and goal to go, give inside to Jacobs, and he rumbles in for a 4-yard touchdown. Buffalo State right back out to a lead. They missed the PAT, so it is a 7-point game, and we got to get that ad revenue. We'll be right back. Jack Legion back. Maction one more time, folks. It's been an honor to be on a call, but all good things must come to an end. And let's end this corner's hopes and dreams. Billy Myers, 60-yard reservation for 6 to start out the 2nd half of play. That is how you get it done over the top. They go for 2 to make it 21-6 because why not? Rice rolls right side. Looks to get away from a defender. He does so successfully and carries himself for a 1st down, 16 yards. They keep moving. 3rd down against the blitz. He stops and pops to Peterson, who stiff arms a man. Get off me, punches him in the face, and he gains 13 in the process. Tony the Tiger, excellent demonstration of what just happened. Rice back outside to Myers, and he's inside the 10-yard line and breaks a record himself. So first Lance Rice, then Leon Jacobs. How about the trifecta, record breaker, and Billy Myers? Congratulations. 3rd and goal to go. You know how this ends. A quick dump out, the drag to Pat Hughes. He walks into the end zone for a touchdown. It's a 3-possession game in the 4th quarter. Dodge sets up screen right side to Claire, looks for room, Jennings gets pummeled over, and that is how he walks in untouched like the dishes for 28 yards. We all know Buffalo State's respectful. They're just going to run this clock out. One problem, though. Leon Jacobs is too explosive. They're looking to score. 3rd down and 6, they set up a screen to Leon. He gets a block of his own. Anything you can do, I can do better, he says to Andrew Clare, and gains 16 yards. Lance Rice continuing to break his own record. 1st and 10. Speaking of records, inside give to Leon Jacobs, and he's in for yet another touchdown. Make it 35-12 in the conference championship game. And folks, I think that's all they wrote. If you watched to the end of last episode, you know I really wanted Buffalo State to play Toledo to end off the MAC conference in this series, as we hadn't played Toledo to this point, and they were always very competitive, but never competitive enough for us to face off against them in the championship. But have no fear, Buffalo State's offense is here. Lance Rice, Leon Jacobs with 3 touchdowns after an extraordinary performance last episode. If you haven't seen that, make sure you watch it right after this one. Billy Myers, 140 and a touchdown, breaks the record for single season receiving yards, and Bender over 7 tackles on the game, leads the team once and for all. Nothing left to see here. Let's take a look at the Heisman winner and some other awards, as A.J. Davis from Pittsburgh, who was on top of the race for quite some time, wins it, and it's well-deserved with a 1,700-yard season. But Buffalo State has some bigger fish to fry in the GoDaddy.com Bowl. After winning the MAC Conference 2 years in a row, of course, they are back in there, and they're facing Texas State as Tony Hawkins takes home the Chuck Bednarik Award after an extraordinary season where he didn't even lead the team in tackles, but I digress. He also wins Linebacker of the Year, and Jay Woods, as we expect, wins the Thorpe. Tommy Keith, Returner of the Year, and Malik Dupree, perhaps the biggest honor of them all, Coach of the Year in just his 3rd season at Buffalo State. It's amazing how he's turned this program around, and speaking of which, Buffalo State has the most number of All-Americans. Leon Jacobs is a first-teamer, along with several other players. Nothing super unexpected. Dennis Vincent had a monster season. Bender Rover led the team in tackles and the NCAA in solo tackles. Tony Hawkins right there with him as they made a fantastic duo. And Shelton Stewart, I was wrong earlier. He has 7 picks on the year. Unfortunately, his season is over, but good to see him get recognition along with Jay Woods. And then Tommy Keith as the returner. No second teamers for the Bengals, but of course Bender Rover double dips in the freshman and first team department. Stephen Daniel and Zach Jennings also put together quite great freshman seasons, if I do say so myself. As I've hinted several times, this is the second to last episode of the series. The finale will be going up on October 1st. We'll just go over the offseason and some stats and such. I think it's going to be a great send-off, but screw send-offs. For now, we have something more important, and that is the final game of the series against Texas State. And the Area 51 raid at the time of recording this was 1 year ago today. Let's clap some cheeks. Rice, 2nd and 10, goes over the middle of Peterson, and he makes the catch down to the famous GoDaddy.com logo. Rice standing on the logo himself, takes a snap, drops back to throw, tries to get away, but is tripped up by the shoelace. That would effectively be the drive killer for the Bengals on their first possession. Jones, the third, takes over, 3rd and 11 over the middle and nearly intercepted. Brian Smart could have taken another one back to the house. He had one last episode. Leon Jacobs with the ball back for Buffalo State, weaves around the corner and gets down inside the 30, a gain of 16 for the Phenom. Rice trips to the left side to Myers over the middle, and he makes the catch for 17 as Buffalo State in position to strike first blood. And hey diddle diddle, Leon Jacobs up the middle. They do just that. 7-0, Bengals on top early, and it's just another touchdown for Leon. Willie Jones gives off to Smith straight up the middle. He has nothing but green in front of him and breaks a tackle before bends him over after a 34-yard carry. Jones goes play fake over the middle all time, and he finds Haydell all the way down to the 5-yard line. A chunk of 31. They're not letting up over the middle, and Hopkins gets blasted but makes the catch for the touchdown. He hangs on and apparently breaks a school record. Very impressive. 3rd and inches, Jones over the middle, back to Hopkins, and he has his 91st reception on the season, apparently. Big boy stat right there. Regardless, I feel like we've got a game on our hands as Jones steps up to run, gets away from Hawkins, and falls forward after a gain of 12. Grab your popcorn. show some pride for the last game of the Dynasty. Over the middle, Bedford makes the catch and into the end zone. A 15-yard strike from Jones gets them back on top like Nicholas Lee at the fraternity house. 1st and 10, 1 minute in the first half of play. Rice, can he capitalize? He can roll out to his right and run. He can do that real well. We've seen it before. Out to the 24. Just 28 seconds. 3rd and 6. Tough throw, no problem. Billy Myers, yet another touchdown. This one from 20 yards out. And the Bengals behind the arm of Lance Rice. What a great story as he gets healthy and helps Billy Myers break out. And that's the turning point, right? Buffalo State's just gonna dominate. Wrong, inverted veer straight up the middle and gone like a girl in a country song. Willie Jones, that's quite the country name if I do say so myself. He takes this one 83 yards to the house. And Texas State, with the entire Buffalo State defense trailing, is up 7 points. 21-14 in Rice. Make it 2nd down and 20. He gets drilled. That could kill the drive. 3rd and 20. They need a huge play. Empty 2x3. Rice rifles and Hughes, the clutchest player on the roster, gets past the defender on the line of scrimmage and makes the play. Buffalo State is hanging on. They are so lucky at this point to even have a drive. Rice in pressure and up top. It's the 5th receiver, Lance Phillips, going up and snagging it and also breaking a couple tackles in the process. He just mossed him. 3rd and 1. O'Connell makes a cut and finds the end zone. A nifty move, some great vision, and it looked like he was going to be tackled, but no, he totally bamboozled them. 2:50 left in the 3rd quarter. Jones against Callahan on the blitz and goes down. A loss of 5, the senior playing in his last game. How about 3rd and 15? Callahan there again, defending the screen. You can feel the momentum shifting as they punt back to Tommy Keith. He looks to get them into a great spot on the field. But why get them into a great spot on the field when the offense doesn't have to take the field at all? Tommy Keith does it again. 58 yards on the housed punt return, and Buffalo State finds themselves up 28-21 with 1:37 left. Jones, play fake, dumps it off to Smith. He stiff arms a man. This is a plus play, right? Wrong. Ball comes out. Bender over scoops it up, and it's a turnover for the Bengals at the best possible time. Momentum has been lost, and Texas State has to be terrified. They need a stop. Will Lance Rice let them have it? Very next play, Jeff Brown inside the 20 to the 19-yard line. Make it 21 yards. Rice, I formation, stretch outside Leon, weaving and steaming, spinning down inside the 4-yard line. 15 yards on the carry. They're going to go for it on 4th down and goal. And you cannot stop Leon the Phenom in the open field. By the way, did I mention that we're ranked? Because we are, for the first time in the series, ranked 19. Willie Jones, 3rd down and 1, but Hawkins swarms him. The best linebacker in college football per award metrics. Makes it 4th down and 3, under 3 to go. This could be the last chance. Jones over the middle, and my user didn't activate. But they're dropping balls like adolescents, and with 3 seconds left in this game, you know Buffalo State is going to do what they do best and run up the score to finally redeem themselves. After a season of waiting, the Bengals have won the famous, notable GoDaddy.com Bowl, and apparently Leon Jacobs is on another field with no confetti by himself on a bench. The confetti's over here. Where is Leon Jacobs? I do not know. Regardless, Lance Rice had a pretty rough game throwing the football, but when Leon Jacobs carries 32 times for 134 yards and 3 touchdowns, it certainly helps out. The final score doesn't show it, but this was one of the more competitive games we played all season, considering that we blew out most teams by 40 points or more in what was a phenomenal final season of games in this Dynasty series. I knew I wasn't going to be able to do this series forever, so thank you all for making every moment count. We still have one more episode of the series, as I did mention earlier, so make sure you stick around until October 1st, and then you never have to listen to me talk ever again. But let's just get the support going for that final episode. We've been through a lot together in this series, a lot of pain, a lot of fun. Drop a like and subscribe for the love of franchise and Dynasty content. It's all we do here, and click right here to see more franchise.
I feel you back somehow.